You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian. And on this episode, we are talking anime that mostly aired October the 18th through October the 23rd, with one exception. And that we'll start off with that and its other episode that aired this week. Ganglion, Episode 3, Tokyo Cedar Pollen Operation, and Ganglion, Episode 4, Tokyo Cedar Pollen Operation.
Oh, I have it as a Ganglion 3, Justice is Such a Pain, and 4, Colonel School, which sounds like a good movie.
I think the first episode titles there, Brian, and Dwayne has the latter too.
Yes.
It's the continuing arc of the pollen. The pollen plant that has already failed. Like it's failed when we started the show.
Yes, because we kind of get a flashback in the middle of 3 back to parts of 1 and 2. Yeah, so 3 is the one where he's got home, and they're watching on the TV the coverage, and he's like, "Oh, that's why I blacked out, because Hope Man kicked him in the back of the head."
It's a good thing he's wearing the helmet.
And then his wife puts him down a cup of tea, warns him that it's hot, but he's too busy ignoring that and getting angry at Hope Man on TV.
He's getting mad at the news, like an old boomer kind of thing. It was like, I think he thinks he's a damn hero, and it's like, he's literally a hero. That's literally his job function. Yeah. But yeah,
yeah, and then it's too hot. He drops it, and then we get a flashback back to both recovering from being attacked by Hope Man, and also more from him at the stall, but he's now getting absolutely drunk and sobbingly drunk because of how terrible his life and job is.
Oh dear.
Yeah. When you met the sober guy telling you, I was like, hey dude, you can't sleep here, right? This isn't cool.
And then 4 is it General Shadow?
Yeah, they have failed yet another mission. I think I'm not sure if this is part of the pollen thing. The machine is already destroyed.
It's the same mission, because in episode 3 we see they're questioning why his helicopter is still here. Well, that's because he's going to get out of the helicopter and tell you off. But not you, our main character, because we went to the same university.
Like, I was just thinking that, because it's the thing of, he's like, listen, you guys, I don't need fighters that can only take like one fucking punch and they go down. You got to be able to take 2 or 3 fucking hits from the hero before you go down. Like that's just basic. Come on, we all fucking learned this. We all went through basic training. It's like, no, not you, man. I'm just giving you a bollock in the front of the troops. We're cool. We went to Stooge University. Did you study for this? Did he fucking get a degree in this? Because that's sad if that's the fucking case.
I hope not. I think they just went to General University. At least it's a company they work for. Because
that's true. Okay,
we see in the end credits that we see General Shadow out of his uniform playing golf.
Golfing. Yeah.
And he's wearing sort of I assume day to day at Ganglion it is basically just a company who are evil.
Yeah, because like when the soba guy tells him, you gotta fucking you can't you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, kind of thing. Like he's saying to him, so it's like, hey, don't worry, you'll destroy this part of town next time with your flooding plan that you were telling me about. It's like, all right, I'll see you next week. Like it's just like,
or not.
He's used to the, or not. We'll be either caught in a flood, or I'll see you back when you're lamenting how much you failed the next plan. Like whichever. Like it's fine. It's just the day-to-day normality of banality of fucking evil. Yeah,
which has been done plenty of times of like the evil organ, because I mean it goes back to, that's what Goda Guy says Baron Ashura is. Baron Ashura is a parody of a middle manager in a company who has to present one face to his boss and a different face to his subordinates. Whether he had that in mind when he created Baron Ashura, or whether that's something he's come to.
It's come with later on, yeah.
After years of therapy, I finally found out the reasoning behind this. It wasn't a sex thing; it was a working job thing. Other thing that stressed me out at the time.
I do like it when they do this in things. Like I think at least once, like in Hydra in Marvel, like it's come up, like it's like, why are a lot of these people joining this Nazi adjacent organization? And I was like, well, look at Planet Earth right now. But no, apparently it's health benefits. You get dental and everything. Like, and if you're in America, it's like, yeah, absolutely, you join up with Hydra just for the health benefits. It's just like there's
and also,
What if you didn't even get that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and sometimes
yeah.
it's not always the Nazis who are in charge of it. You might have joined when the gangsters were in charge of it, and now you're still
that's fine. Listen, that's a good homegrown American business model there, so that's fine. But it's more so him, like the boss, like treating him differently, but privately, not publicly. You know, that kind of thing, which is yeah. He still gets the same. He still has to do the same thing. All right, clean up everything, get the taxi stubs, all that kind of jazz. To the goons who have been beaten the shit out of off screen.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's only 3 minutes. I watched some of the other stuff that this fan subtitles because they're all shorts. This is definitely one of the better looking shorts at the moment because a lot of them are basically motion comics.
Which is fine because we liked what's the one about the bear that keeps being a pervert and getting arrested? One of the things that is about
Mega Biori had animation to it.
Yeah, that's
generally,
but it's very like a still image that they've kind of warped a lot of the time is how they're getting away with. They're squashing and stretching in fucking Photoshop. Like that's barely animation.
there's you see these other things and you'll be declaring
fair enough.
Gag Mega Biori the equivalent of Redline.
Fair enough.
It's
a geological scale we're talking about here.
There's one about 2 gay sea otters, and I can't remember what the other one was about. But they were very...
And that's Sarah Zanmai. They were river otters now.
Kind of, yes, because they switch between being fully anthropomorphic and being pictures of sea otters. Then we got Detective Conan, episode 1179, The Skeleton of Mount Washio, part 3. No, part 2. It's only part 2. Who need to solve this crime?
It's 3-parter. Has it ever been done?
Yes, we had a 4-parter already this year, haven't we?
Oh, right. Okay.
I was wrong about
I was
being
these things.
I guess I was right about it being a chemical residue. The chemical residue was ash from paper being burnt, and it was just like, it's one of those things of, hey kids, you can try this at home. Fucking don't though, because like you're gonna set the house on fire if you do.
Yes, it was incredibly imitable action of how to create your own Will o' the Wisp.
They literally show you how to fucking tape the fucking thing together so you can just make it at home. I was just like, no, don't do that, because I mean, like in the context of this, it was first used. I forgot what was on fire at the top of the stairs. It was that fucking that monk, the temple critic. The Michelin star critic of temples, like burned body at the top of the stairs, which is like
he dumped him out on the street to set him on fire. He was He was outside the temple.
That's what I mean. Like prior to this this scene.
He didn't do the stepping up the stairs with that one. He just did a trail of them to lead to...
as a practice one.
Well, it was practice. He was using the myth to hide his crime, so people would think because he's starving. That was already premeditated because he was starving them. He starved the critic to death as well before dumping his body and setting him on fire. This time he did differently. Why did he choose to do it that way?
Because the other guy, the monk who was being punished for. Was he smoking fags or something? I can't remember what he was caught for.
Oh, it's because those witnesses. He had to go do it, set it to light, then go inside the hidden room, and then come back out the hidden room. Because he had to, he was basically lighting it in front of them.
Like he had to run up the stairs after lighting it and hide, like take the body out of the hidden room and hide in the hidden room himself. Yes. Also, when they were investigating the scene, he suddenly appears behind them. I didn't spot that because like it's just between the cuts. Like you'd lose that basically.
Yeah.
But a nice kind of setup, and it was just because the third trainee monk had been had discovered that he's making counterfeit.
Well, he discovered the secret room. So the problem one was so he was selling and they weren't counterfeits. He was selling them as duplicates.
Yeah.
So he
But
was.
then he thought, like, my duplicates are so good, I could replace the original statue with my duplicate, which is where your man was like, hey, this doesn't seem holy. And it's just like, oh, fuck, I've been rumbled. I got to kill this guy.
Yeah, it's like a real escalation. Yeah, and then he tries to make a run for it. And
I was wrong as well. It wasn't the small monk. It was the chubby monk.
Yes.
Was the yeah.
And he gets judo thrown by Kogoro because, hey, that's the one thing he's good at, because that's where his daughter gets it from. They're both really good at violence.
Brian, he is good at one other thing, and that's getting knocked out by a small child. That's the other thing that he's well known. I mean, like, he's not known to do it, but he consistently does it.
Incredible tolerance for anesthetics and tranquilizers now, as we know.
He does now. Yeah.
Yeah, he got knocked out by a monk this time. Yeah, so you opened the secret door with a magnet, and he'd got one of his beads was magnetic, and that's how Heiji's lucky token had got into this room, because it got picked up by the magnet in his sleeve, because it had got the part of the handcuff that Kazuha and Heiji had handcuffed.
I had a link off a handcuff
when they were little kids.
It's when they were kids playing with toy handcuffs. It wasn't like a sex thing. They're not there yet, and by the end of the episode, spoilers, they're still not fucking there.
But
still
not there. Even though Ran physically positions them to see this sunset, she like
grabs them and moves them towards the romantic sunset. She's like, "Oh fuck, the crime's done. The sun's coming down. I need to get you cunts looking towards Mount Fuji, so you can be all romantic." And they're like, "Wow, that's so beautiful." And he turns to her and she's like, "Hey," and she's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Let's go home." And she's like, "Cool." And it's like, God, everyone's very frustrated with the situation, because it's like, that was it. That was your moment, man.
And then they're halfway home, and Heiji's like, "Oh no, I forgot to tell her I love her."
Whoops.
The other thing is, I did like Conan reacting to Ran, kind of going like, she's like, "Okay, why are they getting together?" And Conan's like, "You should be more concerned about your dad, who got knocked out with a stun gun, and is currently like going like, ow, I hurt a lot." It's just like, yeah, that you should probably be taking him to the hospital. That's not good for your heart. Yeah.
Yep, just a fairly light and frothy story of two people being murdered and their corpses being set on fire. Yeah, it was like 2 stories ago. We forgot to mention that there is a link established between it was a scene we forgot to mention, like way back. It's the dad of the Sarah family gets a phone call from the dad of the shogi player who gets murdered by rum, asking him to look into it. The reason that's important is because that's probably who it is who's driving around, observing both. Obviously, saw that he got his assistant to set the alarm so that he could see Mary come out the hotel, but he also rolled up at Momji's house when they were doing the theater thing in that previous arc.
Okay, right. Is this like the butler looking dude, or?
So it's like there's the old guy in the back of the car. He's being driven by a slightly less old guy, but also old, whose face we can see.
That's like, he gives me butler vibes from the thing, is why I'm calling him that.
Yeah. So I think that is probably who that's going to turn out to be. Just because of the family connection. Because we know there's from another story that there's a family connection between that family and Momji's family. So I don't necessarily think he's up to no good. He's probably doing his own investigations.
Yeah.
Because that's what this story needs, is another detective.
It's detectives all the way down. Hmm.
I mean, an elderly one would make a difference as opposed to another teenager.
It's popular in all the
Why if
online
they're an
games.
elderly person who's aged down to be a teenager? Would that be alright?
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possibly that baby. That baby might be the boss of the black organization. That's the other thing. There's like an extreme twist.
No one would expect it's a baby.
I'm not sure the baby showed up in the anime yet.
Just when it shows up and they start playing music like dun, 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 dun. Oh, baby, there's something odd about it.
Just zooms in on the baby's eyes, looking left to right really quickly. It's just like, okay.
I don't think you see the baby's eyes in the manga. I think it's just a black silhouette of a baby. It's all
That's a suspect baby. Come on. We know what suspects look like.
That baby only has one eye. It's wearing an eye patch.
Yeah, it is.
No, we're done with that mystery now. Oh, I showed up too late.
The culprit being dressed as a monk is like the most natural the culprit has looked in a costume, of course, because our suspects are bald and the culprit is always shown as being bald. So I was like, it took me a moment to like go, oh, I'm not just seeing who did it here. This is still just the culprit.
A theoretical person who did it. Yeah. And the thing that's thrown me as well is the most recent version of the culprit we've seen is the Oni from from Yaiba, where it's just like those guys, at least they're given the dignity of wearing gloves and shoes like they're a Sonic the Hedgehog character, so they're not nude. So that's the important fucking thing. Yeah.
That was Detective Conan. I'm sure it will be back in. Well, they think they're doing like a special thing for the new year this year. They said so it might not be a canon thing.
Okay.
Then it is Spy Family episode 40. Beeps Memories 2. In which, I'm sure nothing bad. Oh no, everything terrible has happened, but not quite as terrible as he thought. But then the terrible things that he thought happened anyway.
I neglected to mention last week, but I'll say it now. I accidentally last week watched this week's episode last week, and I was like, "Wow, they just skipped straight to all the fucking depressing shit." So then I had to watch the happy episode. Then I had to watch this one again to remind myself. I was like, "Oh man, it hit harder."
Even the croquette shop lady got bombed out. He just looks up and she's just
at the
gone.
start, he turns around and is like, hey, missus, what happened? He turns around and it's just caved the fuck in where she was just standing a second ago. So it's like, yep. Like, it doesn't... Wait, does it show any bodies? I mean, like, it shows a theoretical pile of bodies that he's sitting on, but I don't think it shows any dead bodies. But the amount of, like, dead characters you can point to, you know?
Yeah, I think the only dead people we see are soldiers later on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we see some guys on gurneys as well. Yeah, soldiers as well. You're right.
Yeah, the walkers following him around. You know, if one they get next town over, that gets one bombed off as well. And then actually, when he's running home there, it's like, you know, he runs out of the shelter because he's out in town separate from his mother. The house is blown up and on fire. Like, okay.
Yeah, and it kind of like cutting to the man, like, we're going to run to the countryside because obviously they're in the city, so it's getting attacked. So we're running to our relatives in the country, and it's just the man crying and him going like, when Dad gets back, I'm going to apologize because adults might lie to me, but I also lied to them, so everything's fine.
If we go to the festival together,
and him out like fishing in the river because it's like, oh, you know, rations are tough. We got to get some food for dinner for Mom, and then like tries to run home after another bombing and. Your mom's also exploded. It's just like, yep, you have no extended family. And then it kind of like hard cuts to like, that give me the reason to pick up a gun. It's like,
something inside me died that day along with my mother.
Yeah, the transition is like, I don't know how many years I spent living as a rat, but then he enlists, lies about his age to enlist early on. And cause it doesn't say what age he is, but he's definitely under 18 before he enlists,
yes. He's Roland Spoofy is his made-up name.
Which is apparently a guy from the town he was from that was exploded. So he is using someone else's identity who is likely fucking dead, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, escaping wounded from an incursion, he runs into a scruffy gentleman, you know, from the other side, who's like begging, "Hey, don't shoot me, man! I surrender." And when they're both in the painting, they kind of, you know, they got a cigarette, you know, you're from the other side, you're from Ostania, but
Yeah, because the first thing Frankie says is kind of like, "Please don't kill me. I've never kissed a girl. I've never had a girlfriend. Like I don't want to die like under this thing." And that makes Beep
Spoofy.
That makes Spoofy like kind of laugh, which is one of the things you do get from these flashbacks that I fucking love. You get like genuine emotions from, I'm gonna call him Lloyd for the sake of it, from Twilight, whatever. You get genuine emotions from the character, whereas generally he's keeping that like down low or faking it. So in this kind of Frankie making him laugh is like, I was genuinely not expecting you to say that, so the incongruity is making me laugh, which is like, that's why he likes Frankie to this day. It's like, you're all right. That kind of thing. And Frankie's just trying to survive. Frankie's just like, I think war is dumb, actually. And he tells him the propaganda they've been telling him, and he gets mad about it because it's like, you think we bombed our own fucking capital city? You think my fucking people bombed the town I live in, killing all my friends and family? And it's just like, that's just what we were told. So I don't know what lies you've been told as well, man. We're all been fucking lied to.
It all goes back to lying. All goes back to lying. So they gets back from that, and he's like, he's messed up, he's injured, you know, he gets put on potato peeling duty, you know, doing something like that. And always our childhood friends we thought were dead in that old warehouse, they was like, hey, it's old Spoofy. What are you doing here, man? I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. No, man. It's just like seeing his friends. It's a joyful reunion, but then they were ambushed in their next mission and they were all killed anyway. They
didn't get to meet up after the weekend.
Top of the band.
So it's the idea that you had a chance of thing. They also recognize him. It's like, hey, you're oh crap, what was he? Not informant. They recognize him as the advisor, the name they give him. And when the other soldiers call out his name, it's like, are you going by? It's like no, that's just a nickname. But that's enough of a cover for military intelligence to get a beat on him. It's like, fucked up, kid.
You've lied once.
That sounds like
spy. And you lie for your country.
Yeah, it's less the idea of like, I guess he literally says is like, yeah, you're joining up with me to do fucking undercover shit because obviously you're good at lying, but if you don't join up with me, I'm gonna make sure you get court-martialed for fucking lying on a military fucking shit, and that's firing squad because we're at war, baby. And this guy is super suspect. He claims he does not have a rank, but he's like his superior officer lets him go, and he's kind of like, all right, I forgot your stuff. It's like, yep, these are all my belongings. Throws them in the fire. That's done. Spoofy's gone. Blank name is gone. You're a fucking shadow for this country now. And then he gets under the same woman who's his boss to this day.
Yes. Yeah. It's Kenjiro Suda, recognizable voice.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
His voice is in another one of these shows that we'll be talking about next.
This we need a sly, conniving dude. He's your go-to man. He wakes up from a start. It's like, whoa! It's like, I'm back. Where am I? Who am I? It's like, that's right. I'm Lloyd Forger.
Yeah,
husband to your Forger, father of Anya Forger.
Yes,
even in putting it like, I'm in Lloyd's house, that kind of thing. Like it's that step away from it.
Yeah, that's the important line. Is him saying it's Lloyd's house. It's not his house. He doesn't think it was his house. He thinks it is as the person he's.
That's the mission. That's the persona. That's I'm not Lloyd. That kind of thing. And it's you don't get directly like, did Anya hear any of that? It's like Anya's like reading his thoughts, but you do get the sound effects. So she's definitely picking up on he's upset at the very fucking least. I'm waking up. So she goes over to Patty's head. It's like, there, it'll be okay. And it's like, why the fuck am I sleeping on the couch? It's like, it's because I got a tantrous fault. Oh shit, you're gonna be mad at me. He's like, I didn't fucking say anything. I didn't even get mad at you. It was like, but you made friends with Damien, right? And she's like, yeah. She's like, yes, plan B is going well. And he's like, yeah, friends are good. I'm glad you're making friends, like a genuine emotion of him and just kind of going like, yeah, I miss my friends who are all dead, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
But he's remembering like what he got into this game for. If only there was some way to stop some happening to begin with. No, why go to war at all? All it does is result in people getting killed, good people on either side. Wow, there was a way. Just keep for the children's. You gotta do it for the children's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the protecting your friend thing is obviously going to pay off in the final arc of this season. And then we're going to have dinner, and Bond is told not to eat an onion, but then he still ponders, is eating an onion and dying better than eating yours food?
That's the fate worse than death by onion. Yeah, it's just like tough call. I guess that's the through line of the spy master recruiting him, was also like, look at the world is an onion, it's full of layers and it makes you cry, or whatever the fuck metaphor he fucking went with. I can't remember.
Actually, the world is kind of like an ogre. Ogres have layers.
Whatever metaphor he was going with, yeah, it continues as a joke with a dog, because the dogs aren't supposed to eat onions. It's still fun. I liked how just brutally fucking harsh it was, to remind you that it's like, this is what we don't want to fall back on. This is where Lloyd has come from and where other characters have come from as well. Yeah,
it's unfortunately like a story of our times, as it has been for, I guess, throughout human history. It's just all stories we tell each other in service of, inflicting whatever or getting whatever for ourselves.
And I guess Frankie's older than Lloyd.
Yeah,
probably a little. I'd say, unless the recruitment thing is different in his country or something like that. That's the other thing.
It was wartime. It was different back then. Yeah, they would take anybody, and I mean anybody. I mean,
because we should say Frankie is deserting at the time. Lloyd.
His guys are chasing him to shoot him down, and that's how Lloyd gets injured. Like, he takes another bullet to the helmet, this time a real helmet, thank fuck. So that's what takes him out of the front lines, like that kind of thing. Where like, he's the one who ends up taking the flak for Frankie. Whereas like Frankie's like, thanks for the cigarette.
I guess that. The promising him a cigarette in return obviously ties into him pretending to be a tobacco store clerk.
It's actually very well constructed.
I'll never be out of cigarettes again if I get through this. I swear to God.
It's an incredible coincidence, but it's fine because it's a story with a psychic child and a future-telling dog.
Well, it also says like, hey, we heard you're fucking like, there's your army. If you don't want us to turn you in and go to work for us, it's like you can see. They can see what leverage they put on him to get him to be their informant.
They got dirt on him, and they know he's traitorous to his own people, but like, in a way that we're cool with.
But basically. They do pay him at least, so it's, they do. That understanding.
Then we got Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider, episode 3. I love the moment when hate turns to love.
The moment when like a hoodlum turns into a real shocker soldier and starts clearing house with the fake villains.
Again, like the way this kind of show like cuts away, like we're them are rolling up on the store and still kind of like looking at each other, like, you're so fucking familiar. And he's like, excuse me a second, and he has to do his little henshin of taking out his little plastic mask, putting the rubber band behind his head, and he's like, I'm fucking Kamen Rider now. And she's like, that's fucking ridiculous, you're ridiculous. Rips her clothes off and fucking makes her little transformation sequences. And so I think she says he's indecent because he's not a proper Kamen Rider. He's like, I'm fucking indecent. You just took your tits out. But took her bra.
That's
her
different.
Bra is available to the word.
This is for justice.
And they're so, well, he's so delighted to see actual Shocker. And even the gangster is so delighted to see Shocker, even though his goons have been kicked through the window already. He's like, holy shit, Shocker's real.
Man,
that's why I became a gangster.
You gotta get your autograph. Boo.
Gets kicked into the ceiling. But yeah, Tojima is kind of like tears streaming down his face. This is everything I waited for. Wanted. I could hug you, and obviously he goes in for a rider punch, because that's the correct way to greet Shocker if you're a Kamen Rider. So yeah.
Oh, that's the real deal though, because he can take it. Man, and Tojima has fought bears, so he would know.
Yeah,
because Shockers are enhanced humans, aren't they? They do have. Well, because he takes.
They are possibly like not human at all.
Listen, if it can, by doing a Nazi salute, fucking do a transformation sequence, that's not regular person kind of thing. Also, when he punches Tojima, like there's like a visualization of like it going through all his nervous system, like he's actually shocking him, or maybe this feels like the punch of a Shocker grunt. So it's just like, okay,
if it is in my bones.
real deal. Yeah, he just knows.
So As the Kamen Rider Wiki says here, while some are
Hmm.
slightly modified humans, others are said to be creations of the Shocker leader, who are not really alive, but are instead puppets that follow every command of him. So
Depends why they melt afterwards when they beat them. But then
I mean,
someone
like, a
does
guy had
someone
to
does come
show
around
up to
and
melt
douse him in
him.
a chemical that starts that process. So
Yeah,
yes,
and
'cause
we've
not-
seen in this episode we see another Shocker in the opening. There's several guys who all turn into fucking Shocker guys, and they're all different. They all seem to have their own shit going on. It's just like, I guess Shocker guys like retired seems to be the implication. They all went off and did their own thing.
Also sneaking around the store is a guy who we later turn out to be Spider-Man.
This is like
well,
so
man spider.
No,
for
he's
legal reasons.
He's Spider-Man.
For legal
in
reasons,
Kamen
we're going to
Rider.
reverse it in the subtitles.
Okay.
Spider-Man, but no dash in the middle. That's what
That's-
differentiates them.
The dash is his web. Yeah.
Spiderman.
Yeah. So he gets the rider punch in. She's like, "That's fucking stupid. I'm going to show you how to do it." By punching him first, and does the. She calls it the electroshock clash or whatever she calls it, but she actually just suplexes the dude, and then rider kicks him in the middle of the suplex. She's like, "That's incredibly dangerous," and it's like, and
team-up
nothing of
move.
what you were doing was dangerous. All right, but that is enough to take him out. Which Spider-Man, a regular man, who then obviously turns a bit more spidery and goes like, "Wow. Humans, you can take out a fucking Shocker troop." Right, better keep an eye on that. All right, peace out.
So
Watch him melt
dissolved-
his body and get out of here.
Yes, he's also
He cleans up the evidence. He's tempted to crush the gangster skull head in. And he's like, "I don't want too much collateral damage. That's going to bring attention to shit."
So he drags him off. He has dissolved the YouTuber as well. It appears.
Did he? I didn't spot that. Okay.
No, he's already
there was
dissolved.
a- yeah.
There's already a body shape dissolved
Yeah.
before he dissolves the Combat Man.
Right after he got his biggest fucking hit, like of people like on a video. That's that sucks.
Posthumous Webby Award for sure.
Yeah.
So and then the pair of them go to unwind and deal with what they've seen at a local cafe.
We should
A
probably
family
head to a family
restaurant.
restaurant and talk this out. And while they're talking out, the manager is like, "Excuse me, I couldn't help notice that you guys are talking about Shocker and that Shocker is real, right?" And I was like, "How did you know?" It's like, I got vibes from you as soon as you came in through the door. They came in through the door in costume. He didn't even take off his plastic mask. I was just like, that's such a funny fucking shot. She went to the bathroom to change because if she's not in a rush to transform, you might as well take your time and do it properly, right?
It's a family restaurant, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
so
offers to tell them his story, which he explains is very long.
I could comprise 5 novels worth of my youthful ignorance.
Like, I can probably cut it down to like 6 hours, and obviously Tojima is like, "Fucking yes, tell me." One's like, "I do not have the time for this," and he's like, "It starts some of the burden of my youth and this kind of thing." And she's like, "Are you going to start from like the right beginning?" He's like, "I need to start from right the beginning. That's how you set the fucking tone. I'm telling it, I'm a raconteur. I need to get this going."
So, back in those salad days, me and my brother, we would like wander the fields, and we encountered a strange stoic man who lived in the old abandoned shed. But he had these wonderful patch of crops and fruits and vegetables going there. He offers some fresh tomatoes, and it's like he seemed really nice. And the locals are trying to run him out of town. Because
he asked us to come back the next day. I think it's because he's growing, despite the fact that it's in the country, he's growing crops in a residential unit basically, rather than in the fields next door. But there's like it's attracting insects. It's terrible, and he's like, "No, I'm going to keep growing shit." And so they send gangsters after him. The gangsters is like, "Hey, fucking, we're going to burn your house down if you don't move the shit." And he's like, "Would you like a satsuma?" And they're like, "I fucking love a satsuma. Actually, that sounds fucking great. Yum yum yum." Now, we're still going to burn your house down if you don't fucking move out. Thanks for the satsumas.
So
we're going to take the rest
to this. Yee! I just pretty much look at the dude, like he had the haircut, he had like the bearing, and just like, was he like a secret Kamen Rider, like not as well, like, and the 2 young lads going, "Oh, that's why we became Kamen Rider," and saying, "No, our kind of but strange neighbor was actually secretly a Shocker dude." Fucks these guys up, and it's just, well, can't live here anymore. Just like
Walks into the
fucking-
building, sets it on fire. The plan is to burn those guys down with it, and the kids are like, "Hey, Mr. Gangster, you need to get the fuck out of here, or you're gonna die."
So there could be something too, where like Shocker was a real thing. Now it's all like splittered and dissolved, and it's like they're just trying to like live, someone trying to live quiet lives in the countryside. It was just like, well, it's just my past keeps coming back to me when I turn into a Shocker combat man and beat up people who don't like me.
Yeah. So, and that's why I knew Shocker was real. So it cuts back to today, and it's like, and that's not the first time I encountered Shocker, but I've been searching for them ever since. And obviously, he's really excited about it. She's like, okay, you could have just said you seen Shocker when you were a kid or something.
Yeah,
But,
then his colleague comes by and saying, "Manager, I think you're bothering the customers."
You're not supposed
Wink.
to sit down with them and drink the coffee with them and like hang out with them. That's not managerial thing. He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And he's like, yeah, I'll be right there. And he's like, we're going out. She's probably just jealous because you're so fucking hot, like, you know. And he's like, all right, I'll catch you guys later. And
She's like, no, don't worry about it, baby. No, it's customers. There'll be nothing to be fun saying. Oh, you. But she's still a little bit jealous, still a little bit like that, because it was that like that. Yeah, 1 year ago, she's like a nice, pretty lady, and her students think so too. And they're fantasizing about her.
Tojima does exchange line information with her, which is like, it's totally not anything extra, and I get that because like you're a hot lady and stuff, but I believe he's being sincere. It's like, I just want to fight crime with you. That's it. Like, if you see crime, you tell me and I'll fucking come running. Like that's what I'm excited about.
If you want impure thoughts, you just gotta go to that one student in her class who was like having a little fantasy about her, like, and she's like composing a poem on the blackboard, and like the manga character, like as designed, is already a very shapely, like, you know, like that lady. In his like fantasy about her, she's even more ridiculously
that he confronts her in the gym storage room, and he pushes her like a kind of like he backs her into a basket of basketballs, to which she seems to be smuggling to under her shirt, like it just to emphasize the whole fucking thing. And I was like, all right, you horny fucking teenager. He's like, now that I know your secret, you have to do, you know. And it's just like, loads of people know her secret. She changed in front of a bunch of people, like she was on the news. Like, she's going to be caught. Dear. But
yes,
yeah.
And then he gets so excited he has an outburst in class.
So I'm going to follow her after and see where she goes after school. She's like, she's going to a secret meeting behind the gym in the storage room of the school. And have a peek in this. It's in there with like, oh, it's like my classmate, that one kind of plain girl. Like, what's going on there? There's some kind of weird, like, kind of sexual tension going on here.
Wait, is she confessing to him? They're pushing boobs together. I was like, I'm not going to fucking interrupt. I'm going to fucking see how this plays out for my own bank, essentially.
Yeah. But it's not what they get to start, like, here he goes, like, maybe I should get off her. You don't remember me, do you? And I was like, no, I don't know. I'm not sure if I have any of my glasses. It's just like, well, what if I took off my glasses like this? Everyone's like, no, he doesn't really notice me. It's practically invisible. To take my glasses off and do with my hair like this. And suddenly I'm the waitress from the diner you were at last night. And also, I'm the jealous type. Gee, I am also a Shocker.
Her reveal was like, the funny thing is, my boyfriend has been looking for Shocker all this time, but he doesn't realize that the reason why pretty girls only talk to him once is because I fucking killed him. Turns into her variation of a Shocker grunt. She's got the no pants situation and some face makeup kind of thing. But
yeah, it's like some kind of like squadron leader. She's got a bit more of a design going on.
I think this is like how the female Shocker combat men always looked in the original.
They don't always wear the mask as well? All right.
No, they get to like wear their gym uniform.
Well, maybe that's promoting Ganglion, a fun thing. So we kind of notices like a lot of disparity between the dress code of the male and female operatives or organizations.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to that. It becomes a sexual harassment thing, and there's like,
Take Shocker to stick it out to small claims court, you know, discrimination.
That's what ended him. That's how you get him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If I did that, I got Al Capone, sure. You know. Gender suit.
Yeah, so we're left on the thing of how she's going to handle that a shocker agent has confronted her, has confessed that I'm going to murder you to her in after school. So, yep. It's a weird show. It's a fucking weird show, and I like it.
Yeah,
It's
It's so dumb that there is like no, it actually exists, and the attitude trying to take over the world is a fun thing. Like I think maybe it is as you described it. And it's like no, people just kind of got into it for their own reasons, really. Kind of the same way you want to be a Kamen writer and obsessed about it all your life. Maybe I obsessed about being shocker, and when I first kind of fell into it for a weird happenstance. Being the super belt was just lying there, like it wasn't going to like not get used and transformed as somebody else, like just asking for it.
We've not met the other brother in his adult form yet, who is obviously the other guy in the opening credits.
Yeah, who's really into it. He's gone all in on the motorbiker persona. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
And we've not seen the restaurant owner's costume yet either. That is obviously also in the opening credits.
Yeah.
It's like Kamen for Tojima is just like slapping on as the cheap mask for like this. Oh, well, that's like it's simple. And I guess the idea across. It's just like he's got like a weird like a papier-mâché hook hand and a weird hat. Like it doesn't look really as it's kind of like the minimalism of Tojima. And then the maximalism of Yuriko, and he's just kind of in the middle, and just kind of dumb in between them. Yeah, maybe there's something cool with that hook. We'll see.
Then we've got Ranma 1/2, episode 15, Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I will not stand for this Halloween erasure.
No, it's a kung fu style now. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, they should have called piranhas like thrashing in Tango Water, which is how you actually figure out how to do this move. Would have sounded a lot cooler. But
it's like the snake and eagle shadow thing. You figure it's just like in order to counter eagle claw, you learn cat claw. It's that kind of thing where it's just like, oh, I've learned a different method that is basically the same method, but it works. Yeah.
You must dispense with this moose situation first, though.
Yes, and unfortunately, you're trapped in your female body, Ranma. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to disguise myself as a man, and then transform into a woman using magic.
Yeah, he sets up the whole thing. It was like, oh, so you pull shit out of your sleeves like a magician. So you're a magician. I'm gonna ooh, look at this. I got a fucking deck of cards. I'm doing all magic things. Watch this, abracadabra. I'm a woman now, and it's just like everyone's like, huh. Okay. But obviously, your man's just kind of like, you dare mock my martial arts style of pulling shit out of my sleeves with like calling it magic parlor tricks. Is like, yep, and that's why I'm going to fight you as a woman.
Yeah, I saw like there's a bit of like almost like a misdirect here, where it's why is everyone like calling about like you can't fight him as a woman, like what's it? Yeah. It's like but he seems to like know kung fu just well as female Ranma does. Like, what's the problem with their fun saying? And then we get an actual technical reason for that one saying, well, yeah, that's one thing is the Ranma is used to doing kung fu at the height that he is. When he's female Ranma, he's like half a foot shorter. So that means his reach is different, which means you can't do the cross-counter kick because he's just going to get countered straight in the face. No cross involved.
Without reaching the other guy. Like, it's basically he doesn't account for his range because he's trained knowing what range he has, like that kind of thing. Yeah, it throws him off. And I was like, okay, that's better than going like, women are weaker and that kind of shit. It's like, you still know kung fu, so you should be fine. But it's just the fact he's trained with slightly longer arms and legs. And I was like, oh, yeah, that'll probably mess you up a bit.
Yeah, and obviously Moose is drawn with longer arms and legs than any of the people he's fought so far as well. Yeah, he's got a chicken which lays explosive eggs is one of Moose's attacks.
You don't expect that, did ya?
They could do that.
I like the whole thing. It was like, oh, so if I'm going to throw away all the tricks, I'm going to take off my top. And it's like, he's jacked underneath the fucking thing. And then he's like, okay, so we're just going like, just with what God give you. And it's just like, hey, wait a minute. You're using like hooks and knives in your shoes. It's like, that's right. The weapons are part of my body. It's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're just trying to pull a double blind on them, but okay.
Yes. And he's starting to like tear Ranma's clothes apart, of which all the boys.
It's
in
all done in the
audience
best possible
are
taste.
getting very excited. So Akane has to step in and hoik Ranma's trousers up over his breasts. Dr. Tofu points out that no, I do know a spot that will undo the spot that Cologne has pressed. It's the Ediko old man spot, and then you have a flash across the Ediko where
Nothing can withstand hot water better than an old man from Hokkaido.
Yeah, because her one's like the cat's paw pressure point or whatever the hell it is. Like this is the Edico man pressure point because that's the animal that can withstand the heat the most. This one, humans from this part of fucking the world kind of thing because they love the hot baths.
Yeah, and there's lots of like trying to splash Ranma with hot water being thwarted. Eventually, they manage to do it, and this allows Ranma to defeat Moose. But unfortunately, that spot only works once, and then it starts raining, and he's back to being a woman again.
So it's to spend the rest of the episode kind of going like, well, what the fuck am I going to do? And Shampoo kind of goes like, hey, there's this like Phoenix pill that you could take that turns you back, and my granny's got it, so you could get it off her. So, and why are you telling me? This is like, because I like you like a guy, because I'm straight. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you more. It's like, oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Same way you're like me as a cat, you know? That whole thing.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Like, yeah.
Also, meanwhile, all the boys at school are going, no, don't turn back into a boy, Ranma.
We won't allow it.
It is funny. Just everyone in school commented, it's like, hey, Ranma's been a girl for a while, hasn't he? You know, it's like everyone's just used to the shit. It's the fact that it's just out there and just the stupidest characters aren't aware of it is great. Yeah.
It's like, no, it's like kind of confronted, like, you know, well, it's just Ranma is sort of like boats now. It's just like, you know, it's really like making me question our own identity and how we just like informed by society. These are all just like, you know, boxes you put each other in, man. But I'd rather he be a hot chick all the time because, you know, I want to get with that, if you know what I mean.
It's less that the boys are just like, wow, fucking, am I into dudes now? It's more so it's like, I like it when he's got tits. I think that's better, honestly. That's what I prefer as a teenage boy. And it's like, okay, yeah, everyone's very accepting, as it were, as close you can be with horniness, I guess. But yeah.
Yes.
We support your transition. We won't allow you to go back. We're all here for you.
Yeah, Phoenix pill around Cologne's neck, and it's got to learn the technique to be able to beat her and get it, which he helps himself by getting a job as a waitress at the cafe. I got it wrong last time. Cologne is Shampoo's great grandmother. That's how.
Oh, sorry, I was saying granny. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they say
she's constantly getting mistaken for a monster as well. Like even Moose putting on the glasses, where it's just like a monster, you know, it's just like
shrunken hag.
Technically, yes, but don't say it to her face. Like, but yeah. So Ranma's kind of like doing the martial arts training of delivering, like, you know, things at high speed while on a circus fucking ball and all kinds of shit, while also randomly attacking the granny, basically. I'm trying to get the thing. And she's like, you're not going to be able to get it off me unless you can master this technique. And it's the chestnuts roasting on an open fire, where you throw a bunch of chestnuts into a fire and pluck them all out without taking any damage. But as is pointed out too, Ranma, you're extra weak to heat because of that pressure point that's been hit. So it's going to be extra difficult for you to learn how to put your hands into fire to pluck out chestnuts. So he has to learn a different method.
Yeah, they go to carnival, and he's doing too good a job catching goldfish for the entire children population of the town. And so the guy says, "You've got to pull those goldfish back, and I'll only let you have them if you can pull these piranhas out of the tank."
This I can do.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just like, I got it now. I've conquered the full body cat's tongue with, I just put my hands in cold water with piranhas instead. Or snatch that pill. It's gone to that cafe, which now they've turned in, because it's a festival now, it's now a haunted cafe. Boo.
Yeah. So it is thematic, I guess, with Halloween. It's moved from Christmas back to Halloween.
Yeah, fights Cologne. Cologne thinks she gets the drop on Ranma, but turns out he had snatched the pill after all.
But she'd replaced the pill with sweets, and it's just like because I was like, he's getting better, so I should probably hide it somewhere, which she has done. And obviously, this is a bit of a problem. So what was it that causes her to run up with the water to splash him? Oh, because he's too. No, sorry.
He's screaming in pain, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when she throws the water over him. I can't remember exactly how. Where it's just shock. Anyway, yes, it's the tank full of piranhas ends up all over Ranma.
Yeah, she throws. Good thing I had this cold water, and it's like a tank full of piranhas that are currently biting him. And it's like he's still stuck, basically.
Yes, so they'll have to repeat this fight next week at the beach.
Which means they got to do Ranma getting her clothes ripped off in a martial arts fight. They got to do Ranma in a yukata, so presumably they'll get to do Ranma in a bikini. They'll get through all.
I know your favorites.
Yeah, and everyone else as well, of course. Yeah.
Even
Yeah, the dub Cologne they've got Barbara Goodson, the voice of Rita Repulsa, doing Cologne's voice on the dub.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's a get.
Kind of want to hear that.
It's freely available to you with via the glory of Netflix. Look at the camera.
Yeah, this was 4 chapters this episode. And I don't know if they're speeding up because they've got Yukio in the credits, and I think based on the pace they were doing last season, they wouldn't have got to Yukio's story this season. So I don't know if this is a longer season or whether they're going to cut some stuff out or whether they're just going to get faster.
They seem eager just to get to the good stuff. Let's not fuck around. Let's just keep the momentum going. They cram a lot into an episode.
Yeah. They had commented that they wanted to do everything, which I think is a mistake. I think they should skip over some stuff because it's not all arcs of the comic are created equally.
Yeah, sure. And also you can trim stuff down or improve on it. You don't need to do it.
Rearrange stuff as well. But
maybe if they do everything, there's just like we're gonna like fix it. We like the joke from this arc, but the rest of it isn't great, like that kind of thing.
But so far, they have done everything. So far,
I mean, they're just like jamming in what we're clearly it's just like a one panel Joker one that's not like a little 10-second bit. That's that was a good joke. I can understand why I want to get that one in there, and they're figuring out a way to do it.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel lesser for it.
Yeah, they've added in the. I think the character they added is the guy who does the commentary during the contests. I suspect that's to speed things up as well.
It's a good character as well.
Commentators weren't invented back then, but now in this decade since we could add this in, just like with mobile phones,
Then we got Digimon BEATBREAK. What people say every time.
You break beat, yeah.
Episode 3, Facing Mirrors. So if you were missing Negi Posse Angler, well, it's back in Digimon form.
A young man trying to find himself, in a broken situation, and Danny makes along the way to indulge in a little cyber terrorism or cyber counter-terrorism.
Maybe if they do get a Negi Posse Angler season 2, they will get to the part where it's like, listen to your Digimon, it knows where the fish are. It seems to be a positive thing. Yeah.
Negi Posse Angler season 2 shows what disaster befell the country that caused all this devastation to happen.
Yes, because they're having to catch their own breakfast.
Because Gekomon ate everything in the fridge. He's like, fucking you guys fuck him up. I like, what a piece of shit this guy is. And I was like, no, this is your fault because you're his trainer. You have to help me catch fish off the flooded overpass.
This is the best was having fun strung up. There's like notes on him fun saying like fun food. He's like swing him around. He has like the pudding cup over his mouth. It says like, this is like mine. Do not eat. And he's still going like
Yeah.
Or the inside of the tub.
like a cat with its head jammed in the yogurt pot, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. It's a good gag. It's a good visual. You still like him. He's a little shit, but you do like him. I mean, like, our hero fucking hates him, obviously. But
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
'cause
he
he's a little
doesn't. He doesn't hate him.
he acts like he does. Yeah,
Cotton's on that he doesn't hate him at all.
yeah, yeah.
And then by the end of the episode, he does call him Gekomon and not Lizard. So yeah, they what there's like bounties are going up and being taken down.
They're introducing him to bounties because, like, we need to make not like this month's rent. It's like you ate this week's worth of fucking food, so we need to do some bounties to buy the shopping, kind of thing. And I was like, don't you guys get paid? It's like, yeah, by doing bounties. Come on, we're gonna take you downtown, put Gekomon in a bag. He stands out too much. They say with their fucking Digimon just there. I guess they're a known quantity though, so they're going to their handler, the person who gives them the missions.
Information broker.
Yeah, that's it. Because they do. They're trying to get information from the guy, the head office who determines all this shit, and he's kind of like, yeah, that guy didn't have a bounty, and I was like, okay, you're clearly hiding some stuff, because it's like the Hyamon is just like, it was attacked by a guy. It's like, no, it wasn't. That bounty was taken by a person, but they haven't claimed it yet. I was like, it's taken by a fucking monkey Digimon. We fucking saw it happen, dude. You can't cover it up because we were there, kind of thing.
Whatever two of them, maybe getting confused. No, we're after like the other one because one of them's got like it's got a scar over his face, and one has got like a little
earring,
kind of earring thing. Like that's how you differentiate them. We're still trying to find the other one. Also holding out hope that like the one that's still at loose still has the digital soul of that poor comatose girl inside her. Which means if there's hope for her to retrieve that information and get her out of a coma, it's hope for Tomoro's brother.
Yeah, because the idea is that the hyenas, like the idea is like the fact that it ate the egg means that a Digimon would do that and they're permanently in this frozen coma, basically. But hyenas store their food in nature, like
so
they
it
put
makes sense.
away.
Hyena Mom would do the same thing in digital world.
It would keep the egg for later, I guess, is the logic. And it's like, well, we need to get him now then, but they're kind of like, he's only got 500 on him. That's not that fucking much.
Yeah.
But as your man's like, fuck this, I quit.
Yes,
the government's going to be after me. I'm going to get him myself. And as he leaves, like the bounty fucking, I think like multiplies by 20, like 100,000 or something like that.
But the key thing is they're just telling him they're not going to go after it because it's cheap. It's after he says screw them, then they talk about, oh, what we didn't want to upset him by telling him that girl's probably dead. Or permanently in a coma because we're not going to be able to retrieve that egg. And then they get the discussion about the hyena moms because one of them said, I thought, And then the thing goes up because the Hyenomon earring had attacked the Mushroom Brothers, or whatever they're called, the other bounty group. And so they've put it up.
Killed like they're big mushroom Digimon.
Like, yeah.
Now it's at large.
So then Tomoro Gekomon finds the Hyenomon, who leads them into a trap, into the mirror world.
It's like he's in the junkyard. Come on, get him. We got to chase him up. But yeah, the hyena, like there's literally a fucking crack in reality that brings them into the digital world. It makes a little like digital forest. It's a nice like color gradient effect to show that shit is different. And also Hyenomon digivolves into Fangmon, I want to say.
Fangmon, yes. Who's like a very pointy fox.
It's a pointy fox wearing not leather pants, but like leather like arm and leg guards. So it's just a little kinky, unlike some of the things we're probably eventually
playing volleyball after this. So
yeah. And it can change into someone who you like.
About, yes.
Yeah.
Anything somebody you care about. So the first thing we learned this after he's turned into Gekomon. And then
he wakes up and it's like 2 Gekomons, and it's like, okay. And Gekomon hears that and he's like, oh, you like me. Okay.
I don't just want you for your sweet e-juice.
So then Tomorrow and Gekomon hunt the Fangmon down by luring him into a trap.
They have the good plan of I'm gonna pretend I'm wandering around looking for you, and he's gonna turn into you to get to me. So then that's when you fucking bum rush him. Like that's a pretty good plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he jams his drumstick in his throat, and it's like you stick your tongue down his throat, not in a sex way. Don't make it weird. Grab that egg, and we're gonna fucking lick it. It's basically the plan initially, and then it's like, all right, no, you have to. He doesn't digivolve. He just charges him up with the E juice, and so Gekomon can like suplex him with his tongue.
They do the break attack and they do the beat attack, and that turns him into a Poonie bomb.
Just a little dude is just like, okay, we got our bounty now, gonna bring him in. Tomorrow's like, no, I want to fucking squish this little bastard.
Gekomon, finish the job.
You shouldn't be out here on the street. You're just gonna kill again.
Gekomon's like, I don't want to kill him. He's like, fucking do it. And he says it with such intensity that Gekomon turns a little bit evil and starts going after him. But fortunately, Blythe, or whatever the fuck it's called, Blythemon comes in.
Lynxmon.
Is it Lynx? Is this when it's like a?
It looks like a lynx. I don't know what it's called.
Yes, it's
they all have different. Yeah, I can't remember what the bigger one is called. Yeah, the big muscly man.
Murasame.
Oh, Murasame. Yeah. Of course. Shows up to like block Gekomon from murdering a baby. Essentially, Gekomon's like, "Whoa, what happened? I fucking was out over there for a second." It's like, "Hey, we got one rule in I was gonna say Golden Dawn, freaking Golden
Glowing.
What did it change it to? Glowing Dawn. No deleting Digimon, no killing babies for one thing, like Jesus. But also no killing Digimon, yeah.
They say the scientists think they're bugs and glitches, but we think they deserve better than that. And then Tomoro remembers, as we've seen this previously in the episode, of him having a flashback of when people would call him a glitch because of whatever is up with him causes him to make the eggs behave strangely.
And when he fucks up his egg, and
these eggs.
Oh, the fucking, like, it's one thing, right, when they're like he's in preschool and he's like, "Hey, Timur, you gotta eat all your broccoli," and he's like, "I don't want to eat my broccoli. I'm a baby," and he's like, he hits the egg, or he goes like, "Go away, egg." And the egg infects all the other eggs, and it's just like, okay, this a little kid don't want to eat his broccoli. But then they're in music class, it's like, and he's like, "Mary had a little lamb" on their fucking synthesizer kind of things. It's like, wow, but this kid can play freestyle jazz, right? He doesn't need to, he's got the basics down. He's good. And the egg's like, "Hey, stick to the fucking script, kid." And he's like, "Fuck you, egg." And that's when the other kids are like, "Okay, you telling your egg to do freestyle jazz
is the most individual thing you can do of all. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. All the other kids are like, "What the fuck is up with that kid? Yeah, he's some kind of, his shit is
why won't he fit in?"
Yeah. And it's like, so he was called a glitch, and now his friend / all Digimon are being called glitches. He's like, "Yeah, that doesn't feel good, does it?"
No, and he apologizes for going too far. And all is back being well. He's got his family. They've got the dad character who showed up, Yoshimura. This guy drives them around because he helped the pair of them track down the Hyamon.
It gives him a lift.
Yeah, when Gekomon like drags him aside, kind of thing. Like he's like, "I'll drive you around town, kid." Gekomon's like, "Your car stinks." It's like, "That's called gasoline, Gekomon." It's just like, because he's driving it like a CGI caddy, and he's just like, "I'm old fashioned. I got this fucking sweet ass ride."
No eggs allowed.
Yeah. And again, you're kind of thinking like, what's the deal with this kid? Is like, did his family separate from technology and have all like analog shit, like tapes and shit, because of this, like, infecting the digital egg?
His faulty peoples.
Yeah. Is that part of it? Like, clearly society being controlled by these eggs from a very young fucking age is like, that's fucked, man. But yeah, just those little sprinkles of like, this is a utopia that is not a fucking utopia, that kind of thing.
A chilling vision of things to come.
Yeah.
It increasingly feels like Sanda, because they're like, you won't be grown up to become a is it like a worthwhile adult or something? It's like some sort of
a productive member of society is what they're trying to say, but using different words.
It's something. It's like, I can't remember what adjective they add to adults to like.
You won't be a happy little compliant worker if he doesn't like shut up and fly right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the other thing about his impulse is to Digimon. It is delicious. So it is a
Yeah.
problem to the eggs, but the Digimon, they love it.
The wild Digimon, like the ones without trainers, are like attacking people and putting them into frost comas. It's just like, that's bad. They have a secret wing in the hospital because they don't want to fucking tell the populace about it. But the people with Digimon are either arrested and their Digimon, I presume, killed and deleted and shit, or you start working for the government to hunt the other fucking.
But
And it's just like, okay, this is real bad.
They also say that most of the time they try and convince the people who've got a Digimon that it was just a hologram that they saw.
That was your egg glitched out, and that was a crazy hologram that just went wild. Don't
Stop
worry,
being
we'll
crazy,
replace your
crazy.
egg. Yeah, they're trying to downplay that Digimon are real, even though it's very obvious. Like, it's a guy, it can interact with the world, it can eat all the food in your fridge. Although that seems to be unusual. But
They're real.
other than
They're
that-
my friend.
Yeah.
Yes, Gekomon seems extra real. And
Mm.
of course, at the end, he calls him Gekomon, not Lizard. So no, they're
Yeah.
great pals. And next episode is called Family. Where I assume it turns into Fast and the Furious. It's pretty close already.
Yeah.
Carmon Digivolves into.
Yeah, I realized after we recorded the podcast last week, the thing which I assume makes people horny is the fact that some of the Digimon wear trousers, which suggests
What's under the trousers?
You
What's
wonder
under the trousers?
why would they
That's-
cover up?
Yes,
Their shame is what they're covering.
Yeah.
Did they digivolve the penis or other things? We don't fucking know yet. That's for fan artists to fucking tell us. Basically.
yes. It's like
It's just the Y2K aesthetic with the baggy trousers are coming back, you see.
Yeah.
Then on to Noble Farmer, season 3, episode 4, Pumpkins. This is seasonal. They discuss
Ooh.
Halloween in this episode, about how everyone loves pumpkins at Halloween, but farmers, they got to spend weeks polishing their pumpkins to put them on sale.
They fucking hate pumpkins, or they hate having to polish the pumpkins for the specific season, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And there's always a whole thing. It got to be a perfectly shaped pumpkin. With the shops markets won't take the odd funny shaped ones. We gotta use them for other things. We just feed them to the cows, though. They love them.
And the circle of life of you feed the cows the pumpkins, the cows eat the pumpkins, the cows shit, that shits out the seeds, and the seeds grow in that, and then the cows eat the pumpkins. So it's just like this perfect fucking cycle. And the farmers are like, I mean, those pumpkins are probably delicious, but they grew in cow shit. I don't fucking know if I want to fuck with that.
Wait, why I
It's
found out what a good pumpkin is like fun. Fucking mice coming in and fun, like they're just like they're picky eaters. They'll take one bite of one pumpkin and just leave it there, and it's like, oh, it's fucking annoying. But then you find one to eat all the way through, or to take a big chunk out of, and then it's like, how about that? It's like the mouse is dead on. It's a good pumpkin. Let's just cut that bit off there.
Got the mouse chewed part off, and we'll eat the other part. Also, the bit that you can't eat, like the orange pumpkins, the ones that are for like jack-o'-lanterns and that kind of shit. Yeah. So it's the green ones that tend to be like the eaty ones. Yeah.
And dig this, you might have to carving them out, but you can also, like, a pumpkin will scab over if there's any kind of damage or bruising on the outside.
Yes.
There's actually like you can just like cut little like nicks into a little scab over and form a design. I was that dear artist in the family, if you know what I mean. I had a couple of my own.
Took commissions. Like, this is one of the few times where she's not so much talking about farming, but talking about being the creative in the family, and therefore is like, yeah, I got commissioned to carve into like the prize giant fucking pumpkin so it would grow like a cool design or whatever the fuck. And then obviously, you smash it, you eat it, or you feed it to the cattle or whatever. I did appreciate them mentioning is like, hey, it used to be a Celtic festival. I was like, oh, that's nice. It's nice to get a little recognition.
Used to do turnips.
Yeah.
I can do examples of this from my shoulder here. It's like, like maybe the artist in the family, but you're no sculptor. We can't be good at everything, so
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And then finally, we've got SANDA, episode 4, Zeus, Smasher of Textbooks.
Enough of Christmas, back to
Halloween.
Halloween.
Back to Christmas again. I mean, I can't take this whiplash pacing of this now. Just like
listen, there's a lot of bloody violence in this, which feels Halloween
lip
adjacent.
service paid to Halloween, and Santa gets a whole TV show to himself. All right, I see how it is.
So we left Santa fighting Yagi Yuda, but we learned that Santa is worried that Yagi Yuda may have a legitimate reason for going after Santas, like maybe a previous Santa had done something bad.
Maybe previous Santa killed his family, put him on a lifelong mission of revenge or something like that. It's like, what did Santa do to you exactly? Like that's the thing I'm fucking worried about. That's the legacy I'm worried I'm living up to.
Yes.
It's like, ugh.
He's being very apologetic and sorry because Yagi is putting bullets into him. So he's like Santa's like shrugging him off and then like kicking like Yagi like through a wall. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was Super Santa strength to start. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Stop, oh, come on, stop shooting me. Oh, come on." And he's like apologizing and trying to like get through to them as they're fighting and messing each other up.
There's one of the really nice shots in it where they're fighting in the shade. Your man like kicks him in the head, and the camera follows Santa's body perfectly, and the entire background is.
It's a raging bull shot. Yeah, it's like
it's so well done. Yeah.
It's like he's there, and then boom, he's just down on the floor.
And well, Yagi Yuda gets Santa down at one point, and then makes the mistake of monologuing after Santa's told him why he's holding back.
I appreciate that he recognizes, like, fuck, I started monologuing like a villain. That's how he got but yeah, he explains that the reason why he doesn't want Santa around is because in this world of like aging population, decreasing like young people kind of thing, is like, we don't need children to have hope. And if there's a fucking Santa Claus there, they're gonna like hope for something better and stuff. And it's like, oh, thank God, I thought like murdered your wife or something like that. Fuck, okay, cool, we're grand, we're cool, that's fine. I don't mind giving hope to children. That's fine by me, actually.
All bets are off. I'm gonna take my underpants off and kick the shit out of you. Start bollock naked.
Now, contextually, the reason why he's taking his underpants off specifically to show his penis is like, listen, the first thing I did when I turned into an 8-foot tall muscular Santa was obviously I checked my dick out, and I was like, whoa, that's an adult dick.
I guess I'm going to that age. My body's going through a lot of changes. I've kind of gone through them all at once in the space of a number of days. But I'm trying to understand some things about myself.
Yes.
And he's kind of worried. He's just like, am I turning into is the Santa personality like overtaking my fucking shit? Like, because it's just like, I'm still like a teenage boy, but also I am Santa Claus and friend to all the children. So it's like,
but is this like, you know, somebody who's always going to become? So this way of thinking is all going. Am I just like, I'm just there now, or I'm like, I'm coming to it like years sooner than like they would take anybody else? Some kind of like, I'm not being like, you know, like, as much of an impulsive like adolescent as everybody else. I'm kind of, when I'm Santa, like, no, the hormones aren't kind of there. Like, I can think clearly, and then kind of just like, I'm able to kind of come at this from a rational. That's why I'm trying to talk to you rather than fight through the wall. But you know, I guess now we're fighting, so I guess we're gonna have to go through with this.
We should also say there is a bunch of visual dick jokes while this is going on as well.
Oh, it's doing great.
The straw obscuring his dick with the two like baubles or whatever the fuck is in the shed, like just obscuring his penis. Like when he grows the ski out one of his feet, that's clearly like a fucking erection like thing that he's going with. And also like you're one looking at him going like, okay, this is kind of fucked up right here, but covering over the other boy's eyes to protect his innocence. She's like, listen, I don't care about seeing a penis because she's a lesbian, but mostly because it's like, listen,
because he's had to have a flashback of when her and Ono were secretly looking at pictures of statues.
Pictures of like Michelangelo's David, like statues with their fucking bits out, where it's just like the things that they don't let kids see this shit. It's like, what, classical fucking statues? It's like, yeah, that's the world we fucking live in. It's fucked up. And it's like, do you think that what adult's body looked like? It's like, I don't know. It's like, what do you think kissing is like? I don't know. What do you think kissing is like? It's like, I don't know. Fucking starts leaning in kind of thing. Well, it's just like, okay.
Yeah, because the other thing is they've been told that kissing before marriage causes cavities.
Because you're sharing your mouth germs with the other person. Yeah.
Cavities are the worstest.
But as Furimura reckons she's already got cavities, then it would be fine to have a kiss. Yes, it's very funny that seeing Santa's dick causes her to have a homoerotic flashback.
Seeing a grown man's penis does nothing for her because she's gay. So it's just like, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's why she has to protect the other guy. It's like, listen, you don't want to compare yourself off with this fucking hog. Essentially, like it's like that's not going to be good for your innocence. But her innocence is already like, listen, I want to fucking kiss the girl I like. Like that's just fucking fine. So she's
it kind of tied into like the back half of it.
Yeah,
it's just
that's the
where
other thing.
she just feels incredibly lonely in the world, is craving some kind of human contact, like the warmth of another fucking person to embrace them, let them know that they're here and they aren't alone. That's the thing which I really craving my wife got more, and the feelings of owner are tied up in that. But yeah,
that's definitely like it's tied into all this. But it is kind of funny of Sandra trying to talk this guy down while also just like, oh, now I don't need to hold back anymore. I can just be Santa Claus. Like cut to the funeral in the gymnasium where there's like we're all going to sing a song and be happy because we don't get sad at funerals. The death of a child is good actually because she didn't grow up to be an adult, and that's the worst thing you can be, kids. So and all the kids kind of like, okay, that's kind of a fucked up thing. Like they have a reaction. I was like not that they think it's a fucked up thing to say, they just feel bad about it. I essentially think. But
then like a naked man like bursts down through the ceiling, and this disrupts the entire funeral. And he's just there, is offering a prayer in front of the coffin. It's just
because that was the other thing. The principal said, "Don't join your hands together in prayer because we don't pray. Like it's a good thing she died with her childish innocence intact." And he's like, "Sorry, kid. I'll help you. I don't know who you are because I'm Santa Claus, but I do love all children and I will fucking help you out in the best way that I can."
The principal is doing a little bit of, I'm going to remind this thing that you may already know, people in the story, for the benefit of the audience who don't know this thing, that we're now an atheist society and we don't believe in God.
But it works because basically he is essentially in a teaching role trying to make sure that children know this fucking shit. So, but it's us, the audience, learning how the world works. And I was like, it works well. And even the naked man comes down and the Santa Squad are like, should we fucking get him? He's like, hold back. It wouldn't be cool if you gunned down a naked old man in front of
if you killed like the gods that the children seem to prepare before them. But now it becomes this crazy at school. Everyone is like making God plush toys. They're making God key rings. They're all about God now. It's like
they're doing the 3-point Santa landing. Yeah.
So that's where you just no point trying to teach kids this. Must get arriving it by themselves by witnessing a miracle happen in front of their own eyes. Or at least something new to distract them.
This is the kind of thing of him, the Sanda walking through school, hearing everyone fucking talk about this new god that they've invented. And he's like, this feels like shit, man. Fucking like, where do I end and Santa begins, or vice versa? Like, yeah, not feeling good about it. And it's where your one kind of confronts him for the purposes of, I'm going to give you a hug. Now I'm going to turn you into Santa Claus, and I'm going to give you a hug again. All right. Now shoot the shit with me. Like how you this must be rough on you, buddy. So, and he's like, how many times a day does she go from back and forth between being a child and childish innocence and childish needing that, like you were saying, all that human comfort, and then offering it to me like she's the adult in the situation where currently I'm in my adult fucking form and shit. And it's the idea that you can be both at the same time. You can be childish and adult. You can grow up too soon and also have that kind of like hopefulness. Like it's the dichotomy of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's more trying to go and see it in his mind as well. It's just like, this is not really cool of me. Like, I mean, I like girls. Here's a girl I know. Maybe she's got a thing for me. I don't know. But I'm a big Santa Claus body. It's just got all this going on. This doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right at all. I shouldn't be going at this.
I think that's why
about the legality of this.
She was going with the hug, like, listen, I'm a girl hugging a guy of the similar age, kind of thing. He's like, and now I'm hugging you when you're a grown man. He's like, oh yeah, it's not sexual now. Like before he was kind of like, holy shit, does she like me? And then Santa's like, oh, it's okay, little girl, it's gonna be all right. You know, comforting an upset child essentially. Like it switches the context. It's nice. I think it's well done.
Then we briefly meet some more characters, one of whom is definitely in the opening credits, where we learn that particular character is bored of her fiance, even though she's a child. So I guess we're going to get some more horrible details about this world.
It's related to one of the things the principal was saying in the gymnasium speech funeral fucking thing, where he was just like, children's lives are predetermined, and like there's arranged marriages. Like it's just like you don't fucking fall in love and find a person. It's just like no. All that fucking shit is set up before you. Hope is a thing we're trying to kill in the new generation. So we're just like laying out your life in front of you beforehand.
I suppose it's like people's fear uncertainty. So we have got a root and branch removal of any uncertainty in society. Everything is preordained and laid out. Even things that are ambiguous in nature, such as Santa Claus or other mythical creatures, have all been scrubbed from the record.
Because that's one of the things that your man was saying is like the reason why we need to take out Santa Claus with a gun in his case is because like if not so much that there's hope or whatever, but if there's society's fucked. It's all like aging population, like decreasing fucking young people. It's like this fucking thing circling the toilet, and we just got to keep going with it, man. We don't need you to be making a new fucking religion for children, which is what he accidentally ends up doing.
Well,
by
Santa
breaking
Claus
through
as a man,
thing.
he's only one man. He's only fighting against like like the powers that be. But as a symbol, he can be like the leader of a movement. He can be like the momentum, like the figure of saying like it almost feels a bit like Barry the Gaki was just like I'm kind of seeing a little bit what Otis putting down there was like what One Piece enjoyed by how like this like kind of folk hero can
the idea,
be the starting pistol for like a new movement to overthrow the attack on this whole thing. What if it was Santa Claus? Like who's the one person everyone could unite around? Santa Claus.
Also, the Christopher Nolan Batman thing, like the symbol, like that becomes bigger than the thing, but it's literally Santa Claus, and he's also kind of Wolverine. It's a few things going on, basically. Yeah.
Write what you know.
Yeah.
What you've read compulsively for most of your life.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of old man Logan to
well, he keeps just fucking eating bullets and just getting back up, like
and like extending blades out of his body.
Yes.
And your man could just go like click. It's like, God fucking damn it! He's eating every bullet I got. Like, yeah, it's a bad time for him because apparently like Santa's not weak to silver bullets or nothing. It's just like no, he'll just shrug that shit off. That's just more color red on him, which he likes apparently.
With the laugh, he'll make the shit explode.
I think he also mentions that this is a particularly tough Santa.
I mean, I've seen him, so yeah, I would believe.
I've killed a few Santa Clauses in my time, and this one's a real piece of work.
Yeah, you're right, Niall. He does make the shed explode by laughing, but he's starting to laugh, ho, ho, ho. He's getting there, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, a very threatening ho, ho, ho.
He's powering up. It's like Goku, like, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Okay, I see we've got a Masako Nozawa character coming down the line as well.
Just got to invoke her. I will make her appear. I did it just now, just for you. Boop, there she goes.
That's it for this week. That's all I watched.
What more do you need?
Exactly. I've not been tempted back to Ninja and Goku though.
No.
Yeah. That's the only other news I can think of is was that this week? It was announced that One Piece is finally becoming a seasonal anime. They're going to have one season out, 26 episodes, like next year or something like that. That's the plan. I mean, they also got like the Netflix one, so you're not going to be short on One Piece.
They're experimenting with that, with the like, we're going to take a day off and reanimate these, but even reanimating still takes resources to do.
Yeah,
and we got all this other shit to work on. So how do we do that? Well, the people will be fine with breaking the moments. They actually they were relish out of anything. That's what we're going to be hearing back from all of everything.
We'll see though whether they just do rerun.
It's possible. Yeah.
I mean, Conan's done 10 this year. That's it then for another episode. Let's go. We'll be back next time with more of the same. Goodbye.
Bye.
Later.